right now, standing in front of me, an old friend. I remember before his first album came out and he was describing what it was going to be like, and people were looking at him like, huh? And now he's a household name. We're talking about the one and only Be Real from Cypress Hill, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's good to be back here at Shoreline.
Man, I don't even know where to begin when it comes to talking with you, because there's so many different directions. We could talk to you about just your travels. We could talk to you about your group. We could talk to you about the whole hemp thing. And, of course, just going back to the beginning with Cypress Hill. Let's go back to the beginning. Did you ever think that you would be in the position that you are in today when you first started? It's damn near 20 years ago.
Yeah, on August 12th was the 20th year anniversary from our first release, self-titled Cypress Hill. But in answer to that question, nah, man, at least I didn't expect any of it. I just was in it to I was glad that I was not doing the gang bang shit no more and selling drugs. I was glad that I was actually doing something that got me off the street and something that I was passionate about, which was music. And I had two good friends in Sendog and Muggs who pulled me out of that situation to make music with them. So, I was just hoping that people would like it. I had no idea it would have the impact that it had,
One of the things, and I don't think people really recognize, early on, you guys had made the transition from just a backup DJ to going into the band thing. But because it was more rock, I don't think people looked at it the way that they do the Roots and other groups. But talk about that transition and how that's impacted your music.
Well, we had been doing a lot of shows, a lot of festivals and stuff like that, like Lollapalooza and whatnot. That was like the liftoff point for us as far as the reputation for our live show went. And, we did the hip-hop form, which was the two rappers and a DJ. Then we added Bobo for an extra element later on and made him a member of Cypress Hill. And it added a certain flavor to our live show. Then we started getting booked on more alternative and more metal festival situations. And, and playing with those guys, we were rocking the crowd with our hip-hop shit. We were rocking the metalheads with our hip-hop shit. But, sound-wise, we didn't feel like, it could compete. So we decided, let's put a band behind us, interpret some of our hip-hop songs with the band, make them a little bit heavier. And that was going on in the process of us making Skull and Bones, which was, half hip-hop and then half the alternative stuff, because we realized, we wanted to give our alternative fans something specifically for them, which Rock Superstar came out of that, and Can't Get the Best of Me, and Trouble, and songs like that. And it just became, it was something that our live show evolved into. We were always metal fans from day one, but we decided to bring the heavier element rather than the funky element that the Roots brought to the situation,
For a while, people stopped seeing you as a hip-hop group. Did that bother you all? And now seeing that so many groups are now merging those lines, you can't tell. You go there and they'll bust out with the guitar and go in all these different directions, but it seemed very rigid at first, and people are like, man, Cypress Hill ain't doing hip-hop.
Yeah, we looked at it and we thought it was pretty ridiculous. We got a laugh out of it because, at our roots, we're hip-hop, from Jump Street, but we're not afraid to jump out of that box and try different things, but we never let the label, get to us. We never let it, hinder what we were doing. We just kept doing our thing, and now you see that a lot of people are trying to do that sort of stuff that we did so long ago to get that alternative fan base as well, because you need a bunch of different fan bases to sell records these years or to pack your shows in. And nowadays, the thing is to try to appeal to everyone, where back in that time, hip-hop heads were just trying to appeal to hip-hop heads, and we were like, we're trying to appeal to everybody.
Hey, lastly, before we let you go, what's coming down the pipe for Cypress Hill music-wise?
Well, we're doing a EP with this cat named Rusko. He's pretty much the dubstep king right now.
Okay.
So we're doing a little project with him, and after we're done with that, we're gonna get back in there with Muggs and knock out this, I believe it's 9th album.
Okay. Well, there you go, man. It's the one and only Be Real, legendary Cypress Hill.